Hello, and you are welcome to the second edition of Know Your Edikang Ikong Soup. Now, we're majorly going to talk about in this part two. We have done part one. This is part two, right? Where we're going to be discussing the nutritional values of this great soup. We'll talk about the leaves, the floated pumpkin leaves, separately, and then we'll talk about the water leaves separately, and then we'll talk about the soup as a whole. I'm going to try as much as I can to make this as brief as possible, and I know that you're going to get value for your time, to stick around to the very end of this video. And if you are yet to like or subscribe or leave a comment or even share this video, please do that now, and do well to turn on your notification bell, so each time I bring the video, and even the third part that is going to be practical, you will be notified. You don't want to miss this for any reason. Now, in a nutshell, fluted pumpkin leaves is very rich in iron, very rich in vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, and even vitamin E. It is so rich in calcium, potassium, magnesium. These are vitamins that you don't even want to do without, that your body cannot do without. You see how nutritious this is. Now, the very first point on my list on the nutritional components of floated pumpkin leaves is its high dietary fiber component. This is so good to the body. Number one, it helps in weight loss. Number two, it supports the digestive system. And for any reason, anyone around you or even you has any issue with bowel movement or constipation, one of the things you should eat is high volume of vegetables. And floated pumpkin leaves is a good example. Now, if for any reason someone has constipation, just eat a lot of this and eat a lot of other fruits and vegetables, and it will solve the problem. Now, another benefit of fluted pumpkin leaves to the body is the maintenance of body tissues, like the cells, the cell membranes, the body tissues, for example, the skin, right? It repairs. You can call it a repairer because of the vitamins component. It will also interest you to know that floated pumpkin leaf has a little percentage of protein. Did you ever think that? Who ever thought? I didn't even know that until I did this research, and it really interests me to know that it has a certain level of protein component, and that repairs the tissues, including the vitamins. It repairs the tissues. So this is a real good nutritional option. Another major benefit of floated pumpkin leaves is antioxidant properties. Now, I always love this point. I'm a biochemist, so I was taught on the benefits of antioxidants to the body. So fruits and vegetables, find themselves, vitamin C, they find themselves in this group. Antioxidants, what do they do to the body? They cleanse the system of free radicals, of oxidative properties. Now, when this cleansing happens, the body is at a very low risk of having cancer. It can't even have cancer if you eat these things a lot, and if you protect yourself from other things that may cause cancer, right? So let's balance it now. If you eat fruited pumpkin leaves, is one of the things that can cleanse your system, and when your antioxidant cleanses your system, the end result, it also results on a good skin and a healthy body, a healthy both inner body and the outer part of the body. Now, I particularly love this one. Did you know that fluted pumpkin leaves have some anti-diabetic properties? Now, this is possible because it has the content of polysaccharides and ethyl acetate. Now, this helps to lower blood sugar. That is really incredible. So whether you are trying to fight high blood sugar, or whether you are just preventing yourself from having it, introducing fluted pumpkin leaves and Edikang Ikong soup as a whole is a very great option. In fact, some people even extract the juice and drink it just to ensure that it lowers their blood sugar level. That's a good deal, right? So after listening to this video, what should you do? You should actually share it with people that you love, so that they can also learn what you're learning now. Like most of us already know, it is a very good source of iron. If you're talking about foods that are capable of increasing your blood level, then you should think what should come to your mind first should be fluted pumpkin leaves. Even before foods like plantain. Yeah, plantain is very rich in iron, you know. All right, so we'll very soon we are going to talk about that. But today we're dealing with fluted pumpkin leaves that is as one of the major components of Edikang Ikong soup. So that is why it is recommended to pregnant women and breastfeeding women, people who have low blood levels, or people who are trying to heal or recover from one ailment or the other. Now, what does that mean? Whether you're trying to heal from any ailment or not, everybody should eat fluted pumpkin leaves. If you're not in West Africa, you should consider having other vegetables that are rich in iron as well. I'm very sure that as you follow through this series, you'll also bring up some of these vegetables, especially some people who don't live in West Africa, some people who live outside, people who live in US and Canada and all those places where fluted pumpkin leaves is really expensive. We'll also find out some of the leaves you can eat there right where you are that are so high in iron content. So follow through. You'll be glad you did. Now, the last on my list, this is obviously not all the things that all the goodness of this leaf, this fluted pumpkin leaf. But just to summarize the points that I've already given, it helps to strengthen bones and teeth because of the calcium and the magnesium components. Now, after saying all this, did you also know that it helps to balance hormones? Things that I can't explain now because I don't want this video to be too lengthy. Now, this is a very good food option if you ask me. You can't even do without fluted pumpkin leaves. Now I want to go straight into the benefits of water leaves. I'm not going to spend much time here because we've already taken a lot of time on the pumpkin leaves. I had planned that this video was going to be just about 10 minutes long, so I don't want it to be too long, so I'll just quickly go through the benefits of water leaves. It is good for weight loss. It repairs body tissue, just like I earlier explained about the fluted pumpkin leaves. Water leaf does all that. So imagine a combination of both of them. That is what Edikang Ikong soup offers. It's not just your regular soup. It smoothens skins and prevents dryness because of its high water composition. Now, these last ones are going to blow your mind. Now, it prevents blood clotting. Did you even know that? Water leaves that we look down on, and it's a very good treatment for insomnia, anemia, and even malaria. That's how good water leaves is. Now, we're going to quickly talk about the combination of these two. Having heard of the nutritional value of fluted pumpkin leaves and that of water leaves, we can already summarize that this soup is highly nutritional. So what will be my recommendation of Edikang Ikong soup? Recommendation for people who are struggling with constipation, for people who are struggling with low levels of iron and vitamin A, and it's very good for pregnant women and for breastfeeding mothers, and for people who are diabetic. Lots of people who are struggling with dry skin. Yes, these are the kind of foods you should eat, not just buying creams, not just going through all the skincare routine. If you don't eat much, you're not going to have lots of benefit from your skincare routine. Remember, you are what you eat. Whatever you eat shows on your skin. So if you're struggling to make your skin glow, you should eat stuff like Edikang Ikong soup. With that, we're almost rounding up this part 2 of Know Your Edikangikong soup. I am going to advise that you watch the part 3 that is coming shortly after now, so that you know how to prepare a good Edikangikong soup at the end of the day. You can't watch these 3 parts of Know Your Edikangikong soup and not know how to prepare Edikangikong. In case you missed part 1, you can always catch up, or we'll link it to this video in a few days time, so you can always come back and look for it and watch. All right, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Please do well to like, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Thank you.